So yesterday I did a video called I'm leaving Charlotte, North Carolina, and here's why. And in that video, I was, basically telling people why I'm leaving Charlotte. And one of the reasons of leaving Charlotte, North Carolina is because of the traffic. Now I know wherever I go, especially if it's, if I'm trying to live in a major city, that there's gonna be traffic regardless. The main point that I was trying to make in the video is this: that Charlotte's traffic is gonna be 20,000 times worse because of the fact that they only have two highways. That's 485 and 77. I'm gonna say it again, 485 and 77. Just think about it like this. If you lived in New York, right? Traffic is ridiculous. But you have an option, and the option is taking the subway or the bus. Here in Charlotte, there's really no options. You only have two highways to get around and through Charlotte. One of them being 485 and 77. And to depend on public transportation, you're going to depend on the blue line. That is not going to it's going to take you across Charlotte. Across it. Or Jarvis, I think that's your name. I'm glad that you keep telling me that it's not the red line, it's the gold line. Or the gold line, which is going to take you from Johnson C. Smith straight through Uptown and across Independence into Central Avenue. So that's the point that I was making. Like, yes, true indeed, I do know wherever I go, if I'm going to live in a major city, that there's going to be traffic. But at least living in a major city, they're going to have it where there's going to be, more options for you to get to where you have to go. Charlotte doesn't have that. And leading to that, if I'm going to live in a place where there's traffic, a homelessness problem, taxes, the cost of living is high. If I'm going to live in a place like that, I'd rather live somewhere else other than Charlotte. This is the reason why I'm saying that, you know what? Charlotte is not for me. But it's definitely for New Yorkers and Californians. Straight up. You see, I'm pissed. I'm not going to lie. I'm pissed. Like, how is it that if I were to stay here in Charlotte, right? How is it that I'm living in the same house, doing the same things that I do on a normal basis? Going to the same grocery store, the same gas station, going to the same gym. How is it that I'm doing the same shit that I've been doing for years, but all of a sudden, everything goes up? Nah, I can't do that. That's one of the reasons why a lot of these Charlotteans, people that were born and raised here, that's the reason why they're picking up and leaving. Because it just don't make sense. It just doesn't. Now, it's cool for all you New Yorkers, for all you Californians, or wherever you come from where things are extremely high. The cost of living is extremely high. But when you look at Charlotte, everything is cheaper. It's right for you. It makes sense. So I wouldn't never, tell you not to move here. I wouldn't, tell you that it's not a good move. I think for a lot of New Yorkers, it's a good move. For real, it really is. But for me, that's what I was trying to explain to you all. That's the reason why I said I'm leaving Charlotte, and here's why. For me, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. You mean to tell me I'm getting the same thing? The same thing like I normally would? There's nothing different. And I have to pay more? That doesn't make sense to me. If this is my logic, if I'm gonna live somewhere where, let's say for example, like my rent is $1,605 right now, right? I'm pretty sure next year they're gonna go up another $100 And it may go up another $150. And not only that this house is for sale. Straight up. So once they sell a house, you know how that goes. But let's just, roll with the 1605, right? So let's say, for example, next year it goes up an extra $200. So you mean to tell me I'm paying $1,800 a month, and there's no amenities added, extra amenities. You're not adding on to the house. You're not decreasing the light bill or the water bill. Where's the perks at? And that's the point. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm gonna pay $1,800 or extra $200 to $300 more, then guess what? Man, I want to be near a beach. Some of you all are clicked on where y'all somewhat know where I'm going, because I've already gave you all hints. But I'm the type of person where I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going until I get there. That's the type of person I am. I'm not gonna tell you, yo, I'm getting a brand new Honda Accord before I get it. That doesn't make sense to me. But most of you all somewhat know where I'm going. Like, if I'm gonna pay more, right? I want to be somewhere where it's hot year long and there's some beaches right around the corner. Other than that, it doesn't make sense, but it's right for you New Yorkers, you Northerners. It's right for you all. It's just not right for me. And I mean, no disrespect to people that love North Carolina and love Charlotte and Raleigh and Durham and Chapel Hill, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Fayetteville, Asheville, Asheboro. It's no disrespect to you all, but like, seriously, like, I've been living here for years, right? And I just don't see me paying like prices that, like, that if a motherfucker, like, say, I'm just saying, for example, paying prices like if I were living in San Diego, California or some shit. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. You mean to tell me I'm paying all this money to live in a city that doesn't provide as much as, for an example, as like Houston would provide, but I'm paying the same amount? The cost of living is the same? That doesn't make sense to me. And that's the point that I was trying to make. That's the point that I was trying to make. Now, I think when you New Yorkers get down here and, you get settled in, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. But there are going to be times where you're going to get bored. No lie. Because Charlotte's entertainment, it kind of sucks right about now. I'm not going to lie. Like, they have, like, bars. They have, like, I think everybody has that type of stuff that I'm about to name. Like the throwback arcade joints, restaurants, they got a couple of things, Music Factory, Uptown is people hang out in Uptown. What's popping now is like South End, but if you're young, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But if you're like 35 on up, it's not a good look. So they're just now getting like kind of like critiquing their entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's not, it's just not there. You're going to get bored. There are going to be times when you're going to be bored. But just look at it like this. Charlotte is 4 hours away from Atlanta, 3.5 hours away from Myrtle Beach, about 10 hours away from New York, and if I'm not mistaken, about 10 hours away from Miami. So Charlotte is a nice central point, you know what I'm saying, where you can be able to maneuver, get around, okay, ain't nothing popping off in Charlotte this weekend. Well, why not go to the mountains in Asheville? Why not go to Myrtle Beach? Why not go to Atlanta? Why not, if you're from New York, why not just take a flight up? You know what I'm saying? And spend the weekend with your family or whatever have you. Yo, it's nothing like New York summers. You know, go up there, spend a couple of weeks, you know, when it's hot. And then come back down. You know? I think that it's a good move for New Yorkers and Californians. I think that's how you all say it, Californians. I think it's a good move for someone that's never been here, that wants to get away from where they're at. The cost of living where they're at is extremely high. Violence, all of that stuff is bad. I think it's a good move. Don't get it twisted. Charlotte does have its problems too. And if you have children, be prepared for the public school system to suck. Straight up. As of now, we don't have any gang problems, you know, and if it is, it's in, I hate to say it this way, but it's in isolated areas. In other words, it's in urban areas as of now. See, I think that's what's the benefits towards this city in North Carolina overall. That you living in Charlotte, and Charlotte has good parts and bad parts. And yes, true indeed, you know, things can happen anywhere you live at. You know, any area that you live in Charlotte. But most of the times, you know what I'm saying, violence doesn't trickle into the good areas. It just doesn't. Like Still Creek, for example. Still Creek is a area where, you know, people work. You know, you have your working class. The community that I live in, I'm not lying. Like, I'm probably the only one on my block that goes to bed late. I know, because it said Harris Teeter used to be 24 hours. And then they shut that down because people were going in there robbing the cashiers. And then it dropped down to 12 a.m. It used to close at 12 a.m. This was like not too long ago. And I used to go out like late at night, you know, just to pick up some things from the grocery store. And the only lights that I saw that were home was my lights. That's it. At my house. Other than that, the rest of these people were asleep. You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, what I'm saying is, most of the time, a lot of stuff nothing goes on around Still Creek. It just doesn't. You know, whereas West Charlotte and East Charlotte, you hear them on the news all the fucking time. And there's no disrespect towards those sides. But a lot of shit be happening. You know, and overall in the city of Charlotte, it's, when you hear about shit happening like the other day, cop got shot by a 14-year-old kid in East Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. It was like, damn. You know, and then this past, I think it was past week, a black dude, a trucker, didn't have no business driving the truck, and he was speeding, and he reared onto the other lane, and it was a police officer, female cop, that was directing traffic. I think it was an accident or something. The trucker that was driving illegal, reared off on another lane and hit another truck, and that truck, if I'm not mistaken, hit the female cop and killed her. Shit like that, it was like, wow, this is really happening. Like, it's still kind of shocking to hear certain stories that happen in Charlotte. So we're not at the point where, you know, like Chicago, we're not at the point where it's like, oh, somebody else died. Oh, well. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I mean, violence does happen. People do get killed here. I'm not going to lie. But it's still kind of like shocking for you to hear somebody get shot in Uptown. Like, what? So the violence is not that bad. It's still, violence still takes place in isolated areas in Charlotte. So I can understand how someone would say that's never lived here, you know what I'm saying? And that wants to get away from where they at because of the cost of living, violence, and all the rest of that shit, and they come here. You'll like it. Tomorrow it's gonna be 76. Today it was 72. This whole week it was in the 70s. Now, taking heed, most of the southeast, you know, we are experiencing mild temperatures. But this is not abnormal. Our winters are like kind of like mild. Seriously, at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna snow this year. This year, entering into the new year, 2022. So, yeah, man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. But for me, that's what I'm trying to explain to you all. For me, out of all of this stuff, I got to deal with traffic. I got to deal with everything going up. I got to deal with the lack of entertainment now. It's not that much entertainment going, in Charlotte. Just a couple of things that I got to deal with. And this is just like, it's regular for me. Like, this lifestyle that I've been living for years is regular. It's normal. You mean to tell me I got to pay more now? Man, fuck that. I'm out. I'm not doing it. And this is normal for me. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. See, I see the excitement in you all's eyes. I hear the excitement when you all comment. I say you all eyes because I've met some of you all in person. But just think about that thing though. You know what I'm saying? You all want to, get here. I've been living here for years. And they talking about going up on everything and rent and all the rest of that stuff. And 77 is getting worse and worse and worse. And Jarvis, I think that's his name. It said in the comment section, well, they plan on, redoing it. They plan on widening 77. It's gonna take a couple years. Fuck that. I ain't got a couple years. I don't. I ain't got a couple years to wait on no red line, no blue line, no purple line, no green line. I need that shit to be fixed now. If you telling me that everything is going up in Charlotte, the cost of living is going up in Charlotte, and this is a fact. The first time I moved here was in 2009, and I'm telling you, shit is going up. Hell, man, if the Carolina Panthers or the Charlotte Hornets one of these years win a Super Bowl or the NBA championship, that shit is gonna bring even more people to the city. They building on top of building on top of building. When you take these sides, come on, man. So, like, take for example, if I say, 485 is blocked, 77 is blocked. So if I take this side road, the back road, I'll say back road. Old Still Creek, that's gonna take you behind the airport. I take that shit is back the fuck up. So you mean to tell me I've been living here for years and normally on a normal basis, to get from Still Creek to Uptown, 15 minutes. Now it's taking me 35? Man, fuck out of here. I might as well be living in a major fucking city. You telling me, all right, my rent is gonna go up $200-300? I might as well be living somewhere where I really want to live. And that's the point that I was trying to make to you. You understand? So, please, continue to make that move. What's right for you may not be right for me. What's right for me may not be right for you. Hell, the place that I might move to, you all may say once I move there, like, man, you wanting to move here? I'm trying to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Do what's best for you. That's what I'm saying. For me now, it's just like, yo, I can't do it. There's no way in the fuck. I'm not going to pay 10 times more. I ain't going to say 10 times more. I'm exaggerating. I'm embellishing on the truth. I'm not going to pay a little bit more to live my normal life, my normal lifestyle. Shit, I've been living this way for years, man. I've been going to the Y. I've been going to Whole Foods, Earth Fare. I've been a vegetarian. All this shit I've been doing for years. This is normal shit. If I'm gonna pay more, then I want to be somewhere where I got some amenities or some shit to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? There's a plus. Other than that, man, you know, I'm gonna be here for a couple more months in 2022. My lease ain't up until, you know, like late summer, and I'm gonna continue doing videos and helping you all out. But for the most part, yeah, man, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, I hope once again that I helped you all out. For all you New Yorkers, Northerners, Californians, people that are living in a place where the cost of living is ridiculous, Charlotte is the move. For me, it's not. You understand? So, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.